Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, week 4, and we have Rosie today. And Rosie's leaving right now because we need to get to work. I just thought she would come here and say hello. So, hello and goodbye. Okay, so Sophie got a little jealous and she also wanted to come on. So, hey. Okay, she's leaving already because we gotta start. Okay, so today I only have 2 shout outs and it is for Devin and Alicia. I think I pretty much have done all of 4th grade. If I forgot somebody, please let me know. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm sorry. I don't mean to skip you. I didn't do it on purpose. It's just that I was writing the names as I was going day by day. And if I skipped you, please let me know. I apologize. And let's start. So today is Wednesday. So let's go ahead and go. All right. So remember, we're in week 4 and today is Wednesday, so we're in lesson 8. So let's go ahead and put our calendar to the side. And you should be on page, go to page, so you should be on page 73. And it says day 3, you can go ahead and write lesson 8. And let's go ahead and flip it over. And I want you to write on page 74, I want you to write here, extra practice. All right, so page 74 is extra practice, flip it over. So on page 75, we are gonna do the one that says learning to swim. All right, so let's go ahead and read today's objectives. So remember, you should be on page 75. And we're going to do number 2, learning to swim. So let's go read the objective. So for today, students will be able to make inferences. So what are we doing today? We're going to make inferences using textual evidence. We infer, we tell, we conclude, and conclusion. They're all synonyms for infer. So how are we going to do that, boys and girls? We're going to use textual evidence, and we would say, I infer blank. Because on paragraph or section, it says blank. So remember, this is my textual evidence. That's why it's in quotations, because I copied it. So let's go back. So learning to swim. I'm going to write here genre. And I see a title, learning to swim. So when you learn, what is it you do? What can we do as a synonym for learning? So we can write study. And swim has to do with water. So I know this whole selection has to do with studying water or swimming with your techniques. So I know that is something that can happen. So is this selection literary or informational? So I know it's informational. And I know every single paragraph should have a hashtag. They're going to give me information, 1, 2, maybe 3 words at the most. And then, do I see any other print or graphic features? Do we see any underlined words, bold print, italics, photographs, or illustrations? We do not, right? So we can go ahead and get started. So paragraph 1, climb down into the pool. Okay, well that's pretty basic. They told me to do what? Climb down to the pool. So hashtag, that kind of sounds like an instruction, right? So we could already start inferring. They're going to tell us what to do to learn to swim. So let's see, paragraph 2 or section 2. Take a deep breath and hold it. Duck your head under the water. Stay under for several seconds. Lift your head out of the water. So what does this one want me to do? Take a deep breath. Hold it. Once I hold it, I duck my head under the water. And then what do I do once I'm under the water? I'm going to stay for several seconds. Then what do? I lift my head out of the water. So lift head out of the water. So let's see what we underline. Take a deep breath, hold it, duck under the water, stay several seconds, lift your head out of the water. So they're trying to tell you how you should what? So this one is talking all about breathing, right? So hashtag breathing. So I should breathe before I go into the water. So I should go and then go down. Okay, so let's go to section 3 or paragraph 3. Wipe the water from your eyes. Breathe in deeply. hold your breath, go under in the water, and push against the side of the pool with your feet. Stop and set your feet at the bottom wall. You stick your head above the water. Okay, so this one is telling me to do what? Once I get out of the water, or I lift my head out of the water, I must wipe the water from your eyes, because you know how when you go to a pool, they burn because of all the chlorine that it has. So they're telling you to first wipe your eyes. Then I breathe in deeply. And then I do what? I hold my breath again. So clean your eyes. Go. Hold your breath. And then what do? I go under the water. And what do? I push against the side of the pool with your feet. So you're pushing with your feet. And then you stop. And then you set your feet to the bottom while you stick your head above the water. So what are they telling you to do? They're telling you to stand up, right? So hashtag wipe your eyes, breathe in slowly, hold your breath. Breathe in deeply, hold your breath, go under the water, push with your feet, stop and stand. So they're telling me to hashtag. So I'm going to write hashtag swim. Because remember, they're already telling me to push the water. Once you're pushing the water, you're starting to swim. You can also put hashtag starting to swim. All right, section 4, paragraph 4. Look around to see where you are in the pool. Take a deep breath and keep the air in your lungs. Go under the water and walk back to the side of the pool. Stretch your hands out in front to feel your sight. Lift your head out of the water when you reach to the side. So look what this one says. You need to look around where you are in the pool, right? Because you know how sometimes you're swimming, you're not looking and you could hit your head or something. So they're telling you, so look around, take a deep breath. Where do you keep your breath? You hold your air, where do you hold your air? In your lungs, right? So you go under the water and then you walk back to the pool and then you're going to stretch out your hands. So stretch your hands in front to feel the side. So you're going to feel the side of the pool. Lift your head out of the water when you reach the side. So what are you doing in that section? You're actually swimming, right? So you're swimming from one side to another. So hashtag could be steps for swimming. So we just made a connection to our title. So I could infer that these are the successful steps to swim. So let's go ahead and go to our question. So it says, which sentence from the passage tells the reader what the water in the pool is lower than the height of the swimmer? So look what it says. They want to know a sentence. So remember, when it's asking for a sentence, we turn it around. That means these are my textual evidence. So do I have to write text S for this one? No, right? Because they already wrote it for me here. All I have to do is infer based on evidence. So let's see. Which sentence from the passage tells? What's a synonym for tells? We could write infer. You could also write conclude. So that the water in the pool is lower than the height of the swimmer. So they're saying here that the water is lower than me. So 5'2", and the water would be lower than me. That means the water's not going to cover my head, right? I'm okay to do what? How do we know that the water is lower than you? Because you can do what? You can stand up, right? Okay, so let's see which answer says that I must stand up. So F. Take a deep breath and hold it. So because you can take a deep breath and hold it, does that tell me that the water in the pool is lower than the height of the swimmer? So taking a deep breath and holding it has nothing to do with that, because even when you take a deep breath and hold it, you can go underwater, right? So it doesn't tell me anything about the height. So F is out. G, duck your head under the water. So because you're ducking your head under the water, does that mean that that the water in the pool is lower than the height of the swimmer? No, right? It's not. So just because you duck your head under, it doesn't tell you the height. H, lift your head out of the water when you reach to the side. So because you're lifting your head out of the water, Does that mean that the water in the pool is lower than the height of the swimmer? You're just lifting your head, right? No, it doesn't say anything about that. And J, stop and set your feet at the bottom while you stick your head above the water. Tofu's here. And J, stop and set your feet at the bottom while you stick your head above the water. So because I stop and set my feet at the bottom while you stick your head above the water, can that tell me that the water in the pool is lower than me? So if I can stand up, does that tell me that the water's below? Yes, right? J is my correct answer. So let me show you what you're going to be doing today for the exit ticket and independent question. And let's see if Tofu wants to come here and say hello. All right, so Tofu is here to say hello, but not really. He doesn't really want to. So let's go ahead and see the independent and exit ticket for today. Okay, so today you're going to be doing page 76. So you're doing 3 and 4 on 76. And then the exit ticket is going to be page 77, number 1 and 2. So today you have 4 questions, 76 and 77. And remember, boys and girls, you can always pause the video if I'm going too quick. Take a screenshot of the key points of what and the how, or pause the video, rewind the video, whatever you need to do, so that you can understand the cause and the effect, the inferences, anything that we're doing for the day. You could also write them down on the side if you need to. So that is it for today. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Be safe, wash your hands, and see you all very soon. Bye.